Good morning students. Today we are going to discuss subject science chapter 4 heat. This will be your lecture 1 for class 7th. Topics to be discussed will be heat, conductors and insulators of heat and temperature. So we are going to start with heat. Now what is heat? Heat is a form of energy. And how this form of energy is getting transferred, that we will read in the following definition. When a hot object and a cold object come in contact with each other, a type of energy flows from the hot object to the colder one. This energy is called heat energy. And the SI unit of heat is joule. So this form of energy will be known as heat energy, and the SI unit is joule. That means it is calculated in joules. Now, what are the conductors and insulators of heat? So you can see the conductors and insulators. On the left hand side, these are conductors, and on the right hand side, these are insulators. So what are the conductors? Silver, copper, aluminium, brass, iron, lead, stainless steel, tin, water, stone. All these are conductors of heat. But when we come on insulators, plastic, wood, glass, wool, cork, air, foam, all these are insulators of heat. Okay. Sometimes air becomes conductors, and that is during the time of thundering. Okay. Exceptions are always there. Moving to the other part, you can see to picture here, why do we wear different type of clothes in winter and summer. So you can see the clothes wear by this one in some winters is too much, that is wearing a cap also, a muffler also, and a big round coat also, and boots also. But when you compare them with the clothes in summers, there is very less amount of clothes that person is wearing in the picture. So why is it so? Answer is, this is because in winters it feels cold, due to which we need to wear more clothes to keep us warm. While in summers it's warm, so we wear less clothes. How do we check if something is hot or cold? So now you know in winters you are very cold, that's why you are wearing that much amount of clothes. And in summers you are wearing less clothes because you are feeling hot. So how do we check something is hot or cold? We often tell something is hot or cold by the sense of touch. So if you want to tell something hot or cold, you sometimes touch it and tell this one is hot right now. And when you want to tell something is cold, you touch it and say that it is cold. Okay? But can we rely on the sense of touch? But can we rely only on the sense of touch? That sense of touch is enough for telling something is cold or something is hot. To find if something is cold or hot, is it enough for touching it? So we need to perform an activity for proving this one. So let's perform an activity to find the answer of this. So let's do an activity. This you can easily do at your home also. Take 3 bowls of water A, B and C. In the first one put hot water. In the second one put cold water. And in the third one put lukewarm water. What is lukewarm water? In Hindi we call it gunguna pani. So now what is the activity? What you need to do in the activity? Keep one hand in hot water and other hand in cold water for 2 to 3 minutes. As you can see in the figure, in A also the hand is going inside the water, and in B also the hand is going inside the water. So A1 is hot water and B1 is cold water. Now take out both the hand and put them in lukewarm water simultaneously. So you are going to put your cold hand, the one which you were putting in the cold water, and the one you were putting in the hot water, you are going to put the hand in lukewarm water. Can you tell me what we will feel on putting our hand in lukewarm water? So what you are going to feel in your hands in lukewarm water? Okay? One of the hand will feel that the water is hot, while the other hand will feel that the water is cold. Okay? Why does it happen? This happened because of the difference in the temperature of the two hands. Okay? This means we cannot rely on our hands to find it if something is cold or hot. Then how can we find how hot an object is? So I hope you understand by this activity. We want to prove that we cannot rely on touching for something, that something is cold or hot. Okay? Because once you are putting a hand in cold water and the other side you are putting your hand in hot water, and then when you put both of your hands in lukewarm water, the one which was already there in hot water will feel the lukewarm water as a cold water, and the one which is there was in cold water will feel lukewarm water as hot water. So we cannot rely on our hands and telling everything about cold and hot by touching it. So what we need to do? So a reliable measures of the hotness of an object is its temperature. So what thing we can rely on? We can rely on hotness of an object at its temperature. That what is the temperature? Okay, only the temperature can tell us that yes, this thing is at 100 degree, or this thing is at 70 degrees, or this thing is cold, it is getting at freezing temperature at 0, and this is coming from refrigerator. What is the temperature of refrigerator? All these things can be told by a temperature. Now we will talk about what is temperature. Next topic is temperature. So first we will go with the definition of temperature. Temperature is the measure of the heat in the body. Okay, what is the amount of heat present in the body? Either it's hot or it's cold, it is measured by its temperature. Okay, it identifies the body as hot or cold. So after going with the definition, now here comes what is the SI unit of temperature. That means how it is going to be measured. So next point is the SI unit to measure the temperature is Kelvin. And Kelvin is on the name of a scientist, Kelvin, and it stands with capital K. Okay, so we can write like this: the temperature is dash Kelvin. So Kelvin can be written as capital K also. Okay, next is, when we have studied what is temperature, so it must be getting measured with something. Okay, either like some of the instrument could be measuring it. So what is the instrument name? So the instrument which is used for measuring temperature, okay, is a thermometer. So the instrument which is used for measuring temperature is a thermometer, and we also have thermometers in our houses also. Okay, you must have been seen a thermometer at your house. Okay, it is used for measuring the fever. When you get fever, or when you are suffering with fever, thermometer check your body temperature. Okay, that thermometer which we use for checking the body temperature is known as clinical thermometer. Okay, we are going to learn about what is clinical thermometer tomorrow in the another lecture. But for today, the instrument which is used for measuring temperature is thermometer. Okay. The homework will be, you need to solve exercise question 2. Give 2 examples each of conductors and insulators of heat. So you need to do question number 2 of NCERT exercise. Okay. Apart from that, there are 2 more questions which I am giving you. That is, define heat, okay, and define temperature. So for defining heat and temperature, you can easily find all these answers from today's lecture itself. Okay. That's all for today. Thank you.